Hey guys, it's Autumn Guard, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Mininova Synthesizer. So I really should have done this review a long time ago, but hey, it is here. And boy, oh boy, do I have some things to say about this synth. When I first bought it, I was really intimidated by it. I had no idea what any of the buttons did, so I just kind of played around with it, not really knowing what I was doing. I was basically the equivalent of a Super Smash Bros. Melee button smasher, but with the Mininova. However, after taking some time to really dive deep into the Mininova, I've started realizing that the features are actually a lot more user-friendly than I had initially thought. And I'm gonna go over all of that today. But first, I'd like to thank DistroKid for sponsoring today's video. In today's digital age, it's never been easier to collaborate. And DistroKid has a tool that makes it really easy to keep track of each song's earnings. With the Teams feature, you can add or remove collaborators to any track at any time, change the splits, and you can also go back in time and see any previous splits. For privacy purposes, each collaborator can only see what percentage they get, so they won't be able to see the percentages of others. Your collaborators will need to make a DistroKid account to receive the earnings, but they'll get a 50% off discount code, so it's only $10. If your collaborator never joins, you can easily cancel their invite and reallocate the funds elsewhere. As always, DistroKid never takes a cut. You and your collaborators get 100% of the total earnings. You can sign up with DistroKid using my VIP link down in the description below and get 7% off your annual purchase for the first year. Alright, now let's get back to the video. The Mininova synthesizer has 37 velocity sensitive keys, pitch and modulation wheels, and in the upper right corner where it says perform, there are 4 knobs and a switch. And this is really cool because this is how you can alter each sound through each effect. It also has this large filter knob, which is very easy to get to. Now, let's talk about the sounds in this thing, because holy mother of pearl, there are already 256 presets in there that you can go through, with 128 available slots for you to put your own patches into. You've got your menu navigation buttons, which allow you to create new patches and or go through different effects. You can go through each sound with the data knob or the patch buttons. And you can also browse by type or by genre. And you're not limited to the sounds in the keyboard. You can actually download more from the Novation website or from other sound pack creators. Once you download the sound packs, you can go into the Mininova editor and hit Launch Librarian. And from there, you can see the current sounds inside of your Mininova, as well as some empty slots where you can add your new sounds to. Down here you have 8 pads, and you can use it for the arpeggiator function and to animate the sounds that you're working with. You can also have multiple animations activated at a time. If you want to create custom effects for the animations, that's something that you can do with the Mininova as well. Okay, so this is going overboard, but you get the idea. By the way, if you want to be able to quickly get to a patch, say for a live show, or you kind of just want to have it in a convenient place, you can actually save your patches to the pads with the favorites button. You can do this by holding the favorite button down and then holding the button that you want to assign the patch to for 3 seconds, and bam, your patch will be saved in an easy to access button. Moving on to the arpeggiator, which is just under the master volume knob. There's an on button, a latch button that allows you to keep hearing the sound without having to hold down the keys, a tempo control knob, and right under that, you have your typical octave buttons. And really quick, going back to the pads for a second, you can use them to sequence the arpeggiator. Just flip the switch to arpeggiate and do your thing. Another thing, which is probably my favorite part of the Mininova synthesizer, is the vocoder. Man, do I love this vocoder. To access it, you just go to the knob and go to vocoder, and as you're talking or singing into the vocoder, it's gonna tune your voice to whatever key or chord you are playing. Robot sounds are cool. So as you can see, there are a ton of things you can do with the Mininova synthesizer. I will say though, one of the common questions that I get is, can you loop or record a track within the Mininova itself? And the answer to that is no. To record tracks, I personally use an audio interface that connects to my DAW, and that allows me to record the audio from the synthesizer into my project. If I wanted to do some live looping with it, I'd probably just use Ableton on my computer, but there's also some loop pedals available if you want to go that route. Also, I want to quickly clarify the difference between a synthesizer and a MIDI keyboard. With the synthesizer, all of the sounds are already in the keyboard itself, so the Mininova, like I said, already has a bunch of sounds with it, and you can tweak the sounds right on the hardware itself. On the Mininova, you can plug in your headphones, you can plug it to monitors and play the sounds, and you'll be able to hear it. Whereas a MIDI keyboard does not have sounds in it. It's more of a tool to play the sounds within the software in your computer. So for example, plugins, VSTs, you're gonna have to access that either with the keys on your computer, but it's generally more fun to play it with the MIDI keyboard. Fun fact though, the Mininova can also double as a MIDI keyboard. So if you want to access the sounds that you have in your DAW with the Mininova, you definitely can. It has the option to be powered on via USB. It also has a MIDI out and in, an input for a sustain pedal, headphones, output, and an external input. Now, here's some quick final thoughts on the synthesizer. The Mininova has a lot of straightforward features that can really add to your creativity when making music. And also, there's a lot of ways to get complex with it. So really, it's all about how you want to use it. All right, that's it for today's video. What do you guys think about the Mininova? What are your thoughts on it? I'd love to hear about what you think in the comments below. I hope this video is helpful to you guys. If it was, please give this video a like, subscribe if you're new, and hit that notification bell so you know when a new video goes live. I'll see you guys in the next one.